When you expect a delicious meal, are you expecting ostrich eggs? Because I don't think I would be. But let's figure out what they're making for one, because they've got like 6 pieces of bread here and they're chopping onions, and right now I have no feasible idea what they could be making. At least not with an ostrich egg. But then they pour the oil into the pan, they put the bacon on there. They're frying the bread, and they got the bacon, and they chop the bacon. And my opinion on this is very negative. Why the hell would they use an ostrich egg for this? Why would they boil it in a pot? Why would they scramble it in a pot? It's so yellow, it's almost like nauseatingly yellow, and there's like little bits and pieces in it. If they made this with normal eggs, it would look appetizing, but with an ostrich egg, I'm not so sure. And then bam, look, they just threw all the meat on the fucking computer. Baloney, absolute baloney. And then they fry up these things. They cut up these things. They cut up this onion. Wow, I'm so talented. I love my career. And they put these bones in this pot with all these vegetables. And I wonder what they're making. Oh shit! French onion soup in their room? Sounds like bullshit, but let's see. Maybe they do it well, other than throwing all the meat on the computer. So they got olive oil on there. They toasted the bread. I could just eat that bread by itself. And then we got, olive oil, butter, shit ton of onions. They got to caramelize those onions. That takes a long ass time. But they made it look like it takes 10 minutes. Wow. Okay, so what I'm not getting is, why the hell are they doing this, right? Look, that looks watery as hell. And they put it in the oven, and now it looks scrumptious. But it's still just soup, right? Like, look, it's still watery. You just melted cheese on top of it. And then they're making French toast. They're already getting milk everywhere. And yeah, it's like, why? I mean, all these things, to be completely clear, that is expensive ass bread that I wish I had. But to be completely clear, all of these things are things you can do. You can do all these things as a person who has free will and the ability to choose. You can do all of these things. Ask yourself this question though. Why would you? Anytime this especially applies to this situation, but anytime you're about to do something and you're wondering, oh, I should probably do this, but I don't know if I should, think, why would you do this? Does it benefit you? How much does it? Does it benefit those around you? And is it worth it? And if the answer is no to both, don't fucking do that thing. It's really that simple, because look, this person's making eggs Benedict in their dorm room. As humans, I understand we need to have some kind of control over our environment, right? Because everything is done for us and we have no control. But, this is hypocritical as hell for me to say, but don't do shit like this. If you have free will, exercise your free will by, like, curing cancer or something, that's bad advice, right? That's terrible advice. But, if you could do anything, be honest with me. Would you do this? Some of you might say yes. Most of you will probably say no. It's dirty. The average person hates crumbs on their bed. This person has a whole ass watermelon. And that's not probably something the average person would do. So that explains why the average person is actually pretty mad at this video. Look, where do they get all these ingredients? Do they just buy them at the store? They have to go to some kind of like special market, right? But they have to go to some kind of special market to get these ingredients. And are those anchovies? Anchovies and eggs and mustard and lemon? With the moment they put the capers in there, it started to make sense. But as a person, you have the freedom to do whatever you want. But why? Why? Just ask yourself why. I have the freedom to do this. Why would I do this? What are the consequences of doing this? What will people think of me if I do this? How does my life change when I do this? For the answer for this person, potentially all negative things. I mean, they're probably making a lot of money though, to be fair. Like, they're probably making bank daily. They probably got millions and they probably got M's in their bank account. No, low key. I I just I don't understand why you would do something like this, because it's just, this can't be not to be like that, but this can't be fun, right? Like, the first time it was probably like super exciting, right? Because you're like in your room and you're doing your thing, and it's like, oh yeah, this is fun, this is a new idea, I'm gonna make a ton of money off of this. And eventually it's gotta get so monotonous, right? Like, cooking this, cooking that, doing this, doing that. Oh, I changed it up this time, doing this, doing that. Oh, I changed it up this time, doing this, doing that. And it's gotta be annoying as hell. Like, just, even if there is difference, doing the same action over and over again will always be monotonous. That's something a wise man told me. I'm just kidding, I made it up. But if you really think about it, it's true. Doing something monotonous will always be monotonous. If every day you're brushing your teeth, I'm not implying you shouldn't brush your teeth. But if every day you're brushing your teeth and brushing your hair and doing the same thing at the same time every day, that is going to become boring. That doesn't mean you should stop doing it, but, because people are like, oh, I have trouble taking care of myself, or I'm exhausted every day because, the thing I'm doing, taking care of myself, is extremely boring. And it's like, yeah, duh, that's going to be boring. That's part of life. What do you do to counteract that boringness? Because just changing up how you brush your hair or how you brush your teeth isn't really going to work. You need to add something to your life that makes it less monotonous. Like, every so often, you got to go somewhere. You got to do something. You got to approach your life with more vigor than usual. You got to be like, yeah, I know what I'm doing and I'm going to do it today. And you don't have to do something that makes sense. Like, you could get off work and just drive to a forest and just sit on a bench or walk around or hug trees if you want to. You could do anything you want. And especially if you live in a city, there's so many options, right? Because there's festivals, there's events, there's stores you've never been to. There's so much stuff you should do. Have you ever thought about what you don't do? And that's what I really think this person should do. Oh shit. Nashville hot chicken sandwich. I love Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Oh man, they got the cabbage. I had one of these once, dude, and it was bar food. And it was the most delicious fucking thing I have ever tasted in my life. I love these. They better do it correctly. I don't even know how to do it correctly. I only had it once. Nashville hot chicken sandwiches are the only chicken sandwiches I'll eat. They are genuinely the only type of chicken sandwich I will eat. I don't even eat Chick-fil-A. I like their nuggets, but I don't even really like Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches. But I will eat a Nashville hot chicken sandwich. I do not care. It's amazing. It's delicious. It's amazing. Oh my god. And then they make a full... See, they ruined it when they mentioned the word English. Blood sausage, and that's the first thing you show me. Now, see, I don't have anything against the Brits, right? The Brits have everything against me. Every single time I've met a British person, I have gotten in an argument with them. And I don't really know why. And I'm kind of, I watched this video where people were playing where it was like people who hate cats play with cats. And the people just hated the cats for like no reason. Like, a cat scratched them once and they were just like, I hate cats forever. So I've decided to display that opinion with British people. A British people scratched me once and I just hate them forever. Really, that's my opinion. Because I have free will. And I can exercise that free will. And as long as I'm aware of the consequences. But yeah, so they're cooking a full English breakfast. And yeah, that's cool. That's good. That's awesome. Egg. Yum. Yum egg. Yum egg. Ah, sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted because I really like eggs. Oh my fucking god. They just put that on the computer? What the hell? What the hell? They just put that on the computer. I guess it's not that serious, but they did that so casually. I've never seen them put something they were actually going to use in a meal on the computer before. This is news. This is news. Holy crap. And chicken cordon bleu? You can't eat that now. It's contaminated. It's contaminated with all your sticky computer grease from your nasty fingers. Wow, but it does look pretty good. I would not eat that if I were you. Alright, so they got the chicken there. It looked really good, but I would not eat that. Okay, they got the chicken. They got the chicken. They frying the chicken. Okay, marry me chicken pasta. I have a recipe for marry me chicken pasta that I stole off the internet. I have a recipe that I stole off the internet, and marry me chicken pasta is really good, but they made a version of it that I just don't like. Like, if you look at how they make this video, look, they're adding the sauce. They do this, and that. They put the sun-dried tomatoes in there. They put the tomato paste. They put that. They put that. I think they put too much water, or they didn't cook it down. Maybe. And they add the pasta, but the pasta's already cooked. You're supposed to cook the pasta in the pot. Then they put the chicken in there, and they put the chicken on top. That's not how I would personally make it. You put the chicken in there first, so it gets the flavors. I don't know, though. That's just my recipe. I guess it doesn't matter. It did look good. Meatball sub? Oh, crap. Oh, shit. I love meatball subs. I don't eat them, though. I've actually never eaten a meatball sub. It's just everyone in my life talks about them like they're the greatest thing ever. Alright, hold on. Shit. That was a pathetic burp. I hope you did not hear that. So they're making a meatball sub. Meatball sub. Meatball sub. Meatball sub. Garlic and Parmesan and olive oil on the meatball sub. I mean, I'm not really sure how to address the situation. I mean, that's a shit ton of mozzarella, actually. That is a shit ton of mozzarella. They put the meatballs. I pour the meatballs. They got the meatballs. They got the bread. They got the pesto. Meatball! Meatball! And that's it. That's it. Oh, they're playing games? Oh shit, I should have recognized that game immediately. I feel so embarrassed now. I'm too afraid to say it now. What if I got it wrong? But they're cutting up ginger, beef, and broccoli. I hope they make it good. I've never actually seen someone make beef and broccoli well before. But this looks pretty good. Oh man, I'm not even reacting anymore, dude. I'm just like, yeah, I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd probably eat that. Yeah, it looks delicious. Yeah. La 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 la. I mean, I can really say anything, right? This is the internet. Nobody's gonna watch this far into the video. I could really just say anything. I could share a secret. Oh, Cinco de Mayo in my dorm room. Did you know that my stepdad is Costa Rican? And like an absolute moron yesterday, I asked him, because I saw this video, I asked him, do they eat chips and dips on Cinco de Mayo? And he looked at me with this look, like I was the dumbest person alive. And because I am the dumbest person alive, I actually did have to sit there and think about it for a minute as to why that would be stupid. And then I realized, oh shit. Not only was that completely wrong because he's not Mexican, and it was also like a little racist. And I started looking back in my memory and realizing, wow, I do that a lot. Like, I do that a lot, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. Like, I say vaguely offensive, mildly, in poor taste things all the time, and I don't even notice I'm doing it. And I need to stop. And I think it's just because I'm so zoned out 24/7 that I can't even really process what's going on around me. So I'll come up with a question, and I don't even do it in like a racist way. It's like a completely innocent way where I'm like, oh, Cinco de Mayo, that's Hispanic, right? I bet Aloy would know something about that. Let me ask him this question. And that's my entire thought process. Like, I don't think past that. That's all that happens. I'm just like, oh, Cinco de Mayo? That's a Hispanic holiday. I should ask Aloy about that because he's Hispanic. I mean, maybe there's like but no, it's like this is what I'm thinking. So, yeah, that was the secret. Goodbye.